Hi everyone, welcome to Anji Maths channel. Today I would like to discuss some important questions from the first chapter real numbers in 9th class. Let us see the questions. First one is find any 5 rational numbers between 2 and 3. Second one is insert 3 rational numbers between 2 by 3 and 5 by 7. Third one is represent minus 5 by 6 and 3 by 5 on the number lines separately. Number 4, express 3.125 bar in P by Q form where P comma Q belongs to Z, Q is not equal to 0. Let us go for the solutions one by one. First one, solutions. First one, find any 5 rational numbers between 2 and 3. See, we can insert any number of rational numbers between any 2 rational numbers by 2 methods. Number 1 is mean method. Number 2 is equivalent fraction method. I will explain both methods. Among the 2 methods, equivalent fraction method is very easy one. Let us go for the first one. Given 2 numbers are 2 and 3. Between these 2 numbers, we can insert infinite number of rational numbers. How we will see? I would like to go through first one is mean method. In mean method, the basic is the mean of any 2 numbers lies in between them. So, the formula is mean of A and B, that is any 2 numbers, lies in between them. That is, mean means sum of the numbers by number of numbers, that is average of 2 quantities lies in between those 2 numbers. Let us suppose A is less than B. So here also A is 2, B is 3. Step 1, mean of 2 and 3 is equal to sum of the quantities by number of quantities. 2 plus 3 by 2, that is 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 lies in between 2 and 3. How do we write it? Therefore, 5 by 2 lies in between the 2 quantities 2 and 3. This is step 1. So we have inserted one rational number. Step 2. Again, we have to find mean of either 2 and 5 by 2 or 5 by 2 and 3. So, I would like to take these two. Mean of 2 and 5 by 2. Sum of these two by 2. 2 plus 5 by 2 by 2, that is 2 to the 4 plus 5. 9 by 2 by 2 becomes 9 by 4. Which means this 9 by 4 lies in between these two. So again, that is 2 less than 9 by 4 less than 5 by 2 less than 3. So with this step, we have inserted 2 rational numbers between 2 and 3. Similarly, the third step, we are going to insert one more rational number between these two. Let us find average of 2 and 9 by 4. That is mean of 2 and 9 by 4, that is equal to 2 plus 9 by 4 by 2, which becomes 4 to the 8, 8 plus 9, 17 by 4 by 2, which is equal to 17 by 4 to the 8. Therefore, 17 by 8 lies in between 2 and 9 by 4. 2 less than, 17 by 8 less than, 9 by 4 less than, 5 by 2 less than 3. So, by third step, we have inserted 3 rational numbers. So, similarly, if you follow 2 more steps, you can insert 2 more rational numbers so that you will get the 5 rational numbers. Okay? Now, let us go for the fourth step. Let us find average of these two, which brings you one more rational numbers between these two numbers. That is mean of 2, 1, 17 by 8, sum of the numbers by 2, 17 by 8 by 2, 8 to is 16, 16 plus 17, 33 by 8 by 2 gives you 33 by 16. That is, this 33 by 16 lies in between 2, 1, 17 by 8. 17 by 8 is less than, 9 by 4 is less than, 5 by 2 is less than 3. So with this step, you have inserted 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue the same procedure for the step 5. That is, take the mean of these two numbers, 2, 1, 33 by 16. What it will result, let us see. Sum of the numbers by 2, 16 to is 32 plus 33, 65 by 16 by 2, it becomes 65 by 13 to 16 to 32. So this 65 by 32 lies in between these two. Therefore, 2 less than 65 by 32 less than 33 by 16 less than 17 by 8 less than 9 by 4 is less than 5 by 2 is less than 3. So this is how you can insert the rational numbers between any two given rational numbers. The mean method involves the calculating the mean of two numbers. So in each step you have to calculate the mean, thereafter you have to insert between those two taken numbers. But whereas equivalent fraction method is little bit easy than mean method. Let us see how it will goes. Let us go for the equivalent fraction method to insert the rational numbers between 2 and 3. First of all, write down the two rational numbers symbolically. 2 is less than 3. 2 is less than 3. This is the relation between these two. What is the denominator here? 1, 1. To insert 5 rational numbers, let us multiply these two numbers with 6. That's enough. So let us multiply the numerator and denominator on both sides by 6. That is 2 into 6, 1 into 6 is less than 3 into 6, 1 into 6, which implies 2 6 are 12 by 6 is less than 18 by 6, which means 12 by 6 is less than 13 by 6 is less than 14 by 6 is less than 15 by 6 is less than 16 by 6 is less than 17 by 6 is less than 18 by 6. That is What is 12 by 6? 12 by 6 is nothing but 2. So 2 is less than, 13 by 6 is less than, 14 by 6 is less than, 15 by 6 is less than, 16 by 6 is less than, 17 by 6 is less than, 18 by 6 is nothing but 3. So this is how you can insert very easily the 5 rational numbers between 2 and 3. This method is known as equivalent fraction method, where we make the equivalent fraction. 2 by 1 is equivalent to 12 by 6. 3 by 1 is equivalent to 18 by 6. Between these two, you can observe there are 5 rational numbers. But whereas to find the rational numbers in mean method, in every time you have to find the average. Okay? If you compare these two, this is little bit easy. Okay? I hope you understand. Let us go for the second question. The next question is, insert 3 rational numbers between 2 by 3 and 5 by 7. In this, to find the rational numbers between these two fractions, that is rational numbers, first of all you should equate the denominators of the given two rational numbers. What are given? Given 2 by 3 and one more is 5 by 7. First of all you should compare these two. So to compare any two fractions, the denominators must be equal. What is their LCM? 21. So you should make them 21. How? 2 by 3, let us multiply by 7 by 7, then it becomes 14 by 3 sevens, 21. Similarly, 5 by 7, to make the denominator 21, you should multiply by 3 by 3, so that it becomes 15 by 21. So obviously 14 by 21 is less than 15 by 21. That means 2 by 3 is less than 5 by 7. So that is 2 by 3 is less than 5 by 7, which implies 2 by 3 means 14 by 21. Similarly, 5 by 7 is equivalent to 15 by 21. Now, how many rational numbers you want to insert? 3. To insert 3 rational numbers, you should multiply the numerator and denominator by 4. Just one more than this one. So 14 into 4 by 21 into 4, 15 by 21 into 4 by 4. Here we are changing the fraction into another equivalent fraction. That is 14 fours, 56 by 4 1 is 4, 4 2 is 8, that is 84. Similarly, 4 2 is 8, 15 4 is 60. Denominators are equal, and between 56 and 60 you can observe 57, 58, 59. So you can enlarge this inequality as 56 by 84 is less than, 57 by 84 is again less than, 58 by 84 is again less than, 60 by 84. 56 by 84 means 14 by 21. 14 by 21 means 2 by 3. That is 2 by 3 is less than 57 by 84, 58 by 84. One more here we missed out, that is 59 by 84, which is again less than 60 by 84. 59 by 84. 60 by 84 is equivalent to 15 by 21, and 15 by 21 is equivalent to 5 by 7. This is how we can insert 3 rational numbers between given two rational numbers. Any number of rational numbers can be inserted by this equivalent method, which is very easy rather than mean method. Okay, I hope you understand. Now let us move for the third question. Represent minus 5 by 6 and 3 by 5 on the number lines. separately. Before going to represent any rational number on the number line, you should find in which two integers it lies. So 5 by 6 is a proper fraction which lies in between 0 and 1, whereas minus 5 by 6 lies in between 0 and minus 1. So this is what we require. If it is negative, it lies between 0 and minus 1. If it is positive, it lies between 0 and 1. That is the difference between 5 by 6 and minus 5 by 6. So in this case, you have two integers. What are they? Minus 1 and 0. They must be on the number line first. Thereafter, you have to divide this unit into 6 equal parts. So let me take the line and let it be 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is minus 1. This is how you should make each unit distance into 6 equal parts. This denominator tells you to make how many subdivisions of each unit. So here this is 1 by 6, 2 by 6, 3 by 6, 4 by 6, 5 by 6. If it is positive, this is your answer. If it is negative, this is minus 1 by 6, minus 2 by 6, minus 3 by 6, minus 4 by 6, minus 5 by 6. This is what you require. So that is the location of minus 5 by 6 on the number line. This is minus 6 by 6 is nothing but minus 1. 0 is nothing but 0 by 6. This is how we represent minus 5 by 6 on the number line. So to represent any rational number on the number line, first you have to find in which two integers it lies. So minus 5 by 6 lies in between 0 and minus 1. Similarly, 3 by 5, second one. 3 by 5, it is also proper fraction which is less than 1, which means it lies in between 0 and 1. Take a number line such that which is having these two integers. So let it be 0, and each unit distance should be divided into how many equal parts? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is minus 1. In this way, we have to divide the number line into each unit into 5 subdivisions. Each subdivision become 1 by 5. So this is 0 is nothing but 0 by 5. 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 3 by 5. This is the location of 3 by 5 on the number line, which lies in between 0 and 1. So this is how we can represent rational numbers on the number line. Very, very important for the exam point of view under the academic standard, visualization and representation. Okay, I hope you understand. Let us go for the last question, which is also important for the exam point of view, whether it may be 1 mark or half mark. Express 3.125 bar in the form of p by q, where p comma q belongs to z, that is integers, and q is not equal to 0. Given that 3.125 bar, this is a rational number which can be converted into p by q form. Let it be some x. So let the given rational number as some x. This is non-terminating recurring decimal. Which period is recurring? 2-5 period is recurring and periodicity is 2. So let us expand the decimal number 3.125, 25, 25 and so on. So which cannot be terminated. Now what is periodicity? Periodicity means how many digits are recurring? 2 digits are recurring. If 2 digits are recurring, you should multiply the given number with 100 on both sides. Let us multiply the 100 on both sides. 100 into x, 100x. If you multiply a decimal number with 100, the decimal point shifts 2 places towards the right side. That means the value increases. Here whole part is 3, it becomes 312. If the point shifts here, it becomes 312. So the whole part becomes 312.52, 52, 52 and so on. So 52, 52, 52 and so on. Then again subtract this x from the 100x. X is equal to 3.125, 1, 25, 25, 25, so on. Do subtraction. 100x minus x, 99x is equal to, if you carefully observe, all are equal means this portion becomes 0 and so on. Here 5 minus 1, 4, 2 minus 3, 9, 0, 3. So 99x is equal to 309.4. That is 99x is equal to 3094 by 10. Decimal number to decimal fraction. X is equal to 3094 by 99 into 10, 990. So this is how we convert a decimal number, that is non-terminating recurring decimal, into p by q form. Therefore, let us simplify here. What it becomes? This is divisible by 2. 2 4 ja 8, 19, 2 9 ja 18, 2 5 ja 10. Again 2 1s, 2 5s, 2 4s, 2 7s. So it becomes 1547 by 495. Therefore, final conclusion, 3.125 bar is equal to 1547 by 495. This is your final answer. Okay, I hope you understand.